some, a villain to others. Wherever he rode, people spoke his name in whispers.
Just to make sure none of you knotheads try to follow us.
Somebody just robbed the bank and killed the sheriff!
It was that maniac Dynamite Delvin. Him and two of his gang.
Ain't that the gunfighter Jonah Hex?
Sure is. He's a paid killer. Never helps anybody unless he gets money.
Mr. Hex. My name is Ned Horton, and I'm gonna be a gunfighter just like you in a short spell. Then if any robbers enter this town, pow! I've been doing plenty of target practice by shooting at tin cans.
You have, huh? Well, you just keep doing that, boy. 'Cause tin cans is the best things to shoot at.
Why's that, Mr. Hex?
'Cause tin cans don't shoot back and kill you.
How come you didn't try to stop those murdering thieves, Hex?
You're supposed to be a top gun. Don't you believe in helping honest folks?
Danged if I don't see that every last one you fellers got two hands just like I have. So how come none of you sniveling skunks didn't do your own stopping?
Out of my way, out of my way! You mustn't be annoyed with my sheep, Mr. Hex. They're frightened, looking for help, protection.
Act more like rabbits than sheep.
Not everyone has your bark, Mr. Hex. You're the type that's dependent on no one but yourself. A real loner, right?
Now, the more I see of people, old woman, the more I choose to be alone.
Exactly my sentiments, gunfighter. That's why I'm prepared to engage you to retrieve the money that was stolen from my bank.
My price is $100 a head, old woman.
Fair enough. And now that you're in my employ, you will hereafter address me as Judge Hatchet.
I'll be doggone. A female judge.
The Hangin Woman is what they calls Judge Hatchet, Mr. Hex. She don't believe in mercy for any criminal. Hangs 'em all, she does.
Well, that's her business. Only one thing I can't figure. Why she'd have me replace the sheriff to get those thieves. Could have saved a heap of money by just sending those gun-toting sons of hers after her.
Reckon it's because her sons are too busy, burning and poisoning.
Ned, shut your mouth.
Old woman's information was right on target. Reckon she must have every last dirt farmer and rancher in the territory selling her information.
You'd better go relieve the lookout, Tex.
Soon as I get my boots on, Dynamite. All right, Clem, I'll take over. Clem, you hear me?
What? Now you can turn that weapon around and ease it over here, skunk. Stalk first. Or you can match me in seeing who gets off the first shot. Make your choice. Wrong choice, skunk.
Somebody gun Tex!
Dynamite, that tree. Somebody's behind.
Shut up. I see him. And he's in for a little surprise.
This'll blow that buzzard from his perch. That finished him right quick. You boys keep a watch out for any other intruder while I see if I recognize who the corpse is. What? It's our own little lookout. Somebody stuck him up in that. Huh? Willie, get back to the shack, quick!
What's wrong? Why'd you tell me to...
Marty, Willie! It's me, Dynamite.
That's what's wrong. Listen.
Hex. Jonah Hex. He's got a 44 stuck in my ear. You know this man. He'll use it. Lest you give yourselves up.
What are we gonna do, Marty?
We're gonna keep Dynamite's share of the bank robbery. Open the door for me this time, Willie, and I'll blow both Hex and our leader all the way into the next state.
You're lucky the thieves had your money stored in that iron box.
A commendable job, Mr. Hex. I congratulate you. And now, Mr. Daniel Delvin, alias Dynamite Delvin, you are charged with the crimes of robbery and murder. How do you plead?
As if it'd make any difference how I pleaded. Come on, Hangin' Woman. Get it over with.
As you wish. May God have mercy on his wicked soul.
Smoke? Coming from that farmhouse over yonder. I sure am curious about what happened over there. And that doggone curiosity of mine will drive me loco unless I find out.
Help me, Paul! Paul, I can't find my way out!
Keep talking, kid, so I can find y'all.
My Paul, where?
We'll find him in a minute, youngster. Now let me get my coat over your head and we'll go where it ain't so warm, eh?
But what about my Pa? He'll be worried about me.
Your daddy won't worry. He knows you know how to take care of yourself. And he had to go away on a trip. A mighty long trip.
Come along, Kathy. I've got some fresh-baked cookies I want you to try.
We're much obliged for what you did, Mr. Hex. Can't say I weren't expecting something like this to happen to my son, though. He kept refusing to sell his crops to that she-devil Hatchet.
Keep talking, old man.
Happens to everyone who don't sell their cattle or crops to her. Either their cattle get poisoned or their crops burned. Or they end up with their body dangling from a tree.
But what's her motive?
Resale. She buys from the farmer and rancher at cheap prices, then ships everything east and realizes a fat profit. Oh my God. Ned! He went fishing. Said he was heading home afterwards. When that boy finds his house burned and his father hanging from...
He might try to do what none of you spineless townspeople ever tried to do. Hit back at the Hatchets, huh?
You're just in time to witness another example of justice triumphing, Mr. Gunfighter. A young criminal I sentenced to hang for an unprovoked attack upon my son.
I never knew your sons were so handy with their guns, old woman. Mind if I ask how many old men and children they've bested?
What's that, Hex?
Makes me kinda wonder who'd come out on top if they were to draw again me.
The ugly demon is trying to goad you into drawing, boys. Don't do it.
Can't fool you, can I, Mama? Reckon you'd rather have 2 live yellow-bellied pups than 2 dead ones, huh? I knew if I showed them 2 filthy coyotes my back, they couldn't resist gunning me. Come on, boy.
Under the circumstances, an undertaker would be more appropriate, Mr. Hex. Now hold that young criminal's head up, Gunfighter. I want to place the bullet right between his eyes. Then I'll deal with you. I'm rolling toward... Hex, help me! Oh my God!
Let's go, boy.
The Hangin' Woman. Did she fall off in the mountain?
Not quite her. Sometimes, boy, fate meets out its own kind of justice.